his last performance is anything to go by, age is but a number for this young man.
Nice front kick.
Big shot right away.
Straight hand. We got the beginnings of an armbar.
Trying to roll into that arm bar. It's the most opportune time to get it when both these fighters aren't slick with sweat. He's trying to underhook the leg. Needs to be wary here.
Did you see went on the leg? Look for a knee bar. Didn't have it. Looking for a heel hook now. That too is denied.
Moodley doing a great job to defend there, and he caught Alves with a big shot in the opening stanzas there.
Great opening, though, for the 39-year-old fighter from Brazil. Ooh, nasty knee right there.
This is why we love the flyweight division. Frenetic action from start to finish. Moodley trying to get in here on a takedown. Trying to establish that second underhook, does so. And surely this is good for Alves right now. He has an opportunity to refocus after eating a big shot. Nice popping off some solid elbows. Oh!
And it's being set up by some very intricate pummeling with the arms. Pummeling Brave Nation is standing wrestling, looking for that inside control that will allow you to take your opponent down, that will allow you to land a clean knee and not eat a knee yourself.
These are big, big knees, Keurig. They're going to be an investment as the fight progresses. Be interesting to see if the referee allows them to continue.
They're putting a lot behind these knees. These are excellent referees here. They don't want to see little chip shots, little tap, tap, tap. As long as you're trying to cause damage, they're going to allow it to go on.
The only tapping we want to see is if someone's in a deep submission. Good head position from Moodley, just getting that head underneath the chin of Alves. I'd like to see him do that again. There it is. Keurig, are these knees going to have an effect on Moodley at this stage of the fight?
They're not going to right now at all. They absolutely are going to in round 3.
You can hear the crack from these knees. They are pinpoint.
Carajillo doing a nasty job with those knees right now.
Right in front of us here in our broadcast position. You get the feeling Moodley could do this all day. Big takedown from Alves. Lands inside control.
Carajillo cradling the near leg, a little bit unusual for a fighter from Brazil. Moving to north-south now.
Trying to get a grip around that head. They switch the north-south position. He's keeping a tight grip on that leg.
Come on, guys.
Referee calling for a little bit of action. What does Moodley need to do right now in this position to get himself back up, Keurig?
I think he needs to just wait for the referee to do it. Needs to hold his opponent's head down, not take any damage. Referee in all likelihood is going to stand him up unless there's a change of position, which we've got right here.
Nice scramble. Moodley turns this into a takedown of his own. And some elbows to the side and not hitting the head.
Carajillo again, Phil, causing the kind of damage that gives you the advantage over time. That elbow to the lat, it's not going to win a fight, but it is going to slow you down come round 3.
Just to the back of the head, perhaps?
Referee thought he clearly saw the back of the head. Brave Nation, imagine a cell phone on the top of the head. You run that cell phone all the way down the spine. That area cannot be hit.
I often like to think of it as the Chuck Liddell Mohawk is your target area.
Carajillo, actually, I believe, Phil, actively targeting that shoulder with his knees.
Interesting approach. 20 seconds to go in our first round here. Very, very interesting matchup. Moodley started very, very strong. Might be a little bit of a cut over his right eyebrow, Keurig. Interesting fight, interesting first round. The dynamic changed a little bit as the fight progressed.
Brave Nation, we absolutely are not judges, but Phil, how are you calling that round?
There was the knockdown from Moodley in the very opening stanzas, but for me, with regards to positional control, that near submission attempt, I have to side with Alves on that.
I see it the same way. It was, as you indicated, very close. We're getting a look right now in slow motion at some of that close, some of that back and forth action. There's those digging elbows into the lat.
Moodley is by no means out of this fight. I'd like to see him be a little bit more measured with the striking. He now knows that if he chases a knockdown, he may find himself in a submission attempt from Alves. So I'd like to see him settle into the striking a little bit more, start landing combinations and keep the fight at distance.
I think he's got to get his head in the game a little bit more. Parahayo is eager to jump right back in there. Parahayo recognizes he had an excellent first round. Believes Holy's going to have an excellent second round. Straight to the body, kick to the body. Neither one landed particularly hard. That one landed a little bit harder.
Some good movement being implemented here by Moodley. Capoeira is renowned for kicks. I want to keep it in boxing range. Moodley, just keep Alves at the end of your punches.
What we're seeing right there is actually the characteristic footwork of Capoeira. Another nasty shot straight to the body.
Alves, 40 years old. Looks like a man in his late 20s. And that's not usually indicative of the lighter weight classes, Kerry. That's what makes it all the more impressive.
Oh, very beautifully checked right there. Put some weight on it, angled it out, did it again. Angled it out. Buddha's foot may have hurt. Oh, that one landed the calf. Nice work from Buddha.
A more measured approach in this second round, trying to find those little gaps. Alves may look like he's not particularly busy right now, but he's only ever, it's that tempo, that slow, looks like he's slow and plodding and then bursts into action. Kind of lets you settle in, then fires off something quick. Maybe trying to get in on a takedown, eating some big elbows.
Beautiful takedown.
Used the cage brilliantly, but Alves, as soon as his backside touched the mat, he was trying to get his back against the cage, trying to get up, trying to hit the switch, has a grip of Moodley's ankle.
Nice little sweep from Moodley. However, under the refined understanding of the unified rules, Moodley now has to cause some damage. A takedown in and of itself does not count for much. Parahayo struggling to get back to his feet. As long as he keeps threatening that return, it's going to be hard to ground and pound him. Looking for the switch again.
Oh, hits it beautifully. Finds himself in the dominant position. Fantastic scramble right there, Kerry.
Phil, everyone can do everything now. It's a textbook wrestling move.
And this is not where Dansheel Moodley wants to find himself right now.
The referee would like to see just a little bit more action than he is.
Alves needs to be careful here with his shot selection.
Come on, guys.
Moodley looks relatively unfazed by those shots to the body.
Problem with those light shots, Phil, is you're losing.
Oh, Oh, that was beautiful.
Fantastic. Reverse and re-reverse.
Sit through with whilst maintaining the underhook to bring your opponent with you. That's beautiful wrestling. Everything that Edilceu Alves does is just a little bit unorthodox. As you say, an incredibly difficult opponent to prepare for. Approaching the final minute of the second round.
The downside of this unique style we're seeing here is that there isn't a body of knowledge of setups that you can use for it, but the good side is you can hit people with things they haven't seen.
Moodley trying to get back to his feet. Alves doing an incredible job. Known primarily for his striking, but right now he's showing incredible positional top control.
Positional top control with a little bit of a wrestling flavor, a little bit of a ride flavor rather than a strict judo jiu-jitsu pin.
Half guard now, doing enough to keep himself honest in this position, landing enough shots.
Off the fence. Off the fence. Break.
Little question in my mind, Phil, that's 10-9 for Parahayo.
I think I would be inclined to agree with you there, Carrick.
And again, Brave Nation, we are not judges here. We're just offering an informed opinion. But in that informed opinion, we're looking at a 2018 round. Buddha Moodley has got to do something radically different to pull this fight out.
A frustrating fight, I'm sure, for Dansheel Moodley.
Edilceu is a deeply frustrating fighter.
As you say, just with somebody with his particular style, you can't prepare for someone like that. Very, very difficult. There's not a lot of capoeira specialists in the MMA sphere right now that you can come bring into camp to help.
There really are just a handful. The timing is different. The angles of the attacks are different.
Even the way they feint is completely different. Third and final round. Can Dansheel Moodley snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Or will Edilceu Alves remain undefeated in Brave Combat Federation?
Great Buddha Moodley trying to shake the fatigue out of his arms. Edilceu looking a little bit more aggressive. Beautiful show of sportsmanship between these two warriors. Buddha lands a big right. Buddha lands a big hand.
Nice work. Nice evasive footwork from Moodley. I don't want to see him try and shoot in this round. Would like to see him let the hands go a little bit more. Swing and a miss.
That one had everything on it. We're back to vintage Buddha now, staying on the outside a little bit, circling, attacking at angles, throwing wide looping kicks.
That's a good shot.
This is the Buddha of old. That's the capoeira of new.
It looks great, but if it's not landing. Crowd enthralled by that.
Capoeira is not just those kicks, it's the footwork that precedes it, the shifting. You're seeing it right here, the shifting from left to right. All on a rhythm, all designed to coil the body and explode out of it.
The proud Brazilian Alves. Kirk, did you know that between Brave 38 to Brave 60, no Brazilian had picked up a win in the organization? In comes Alves at Brave 60 with a fantastic, dominant win over the jiu-jitsu specialist Sean Santala. Like I say, he wants to continue that momentum here tonight in Ljubljana, Slovenia.
Buddha Moodley having a very good round so far. Doing what he does best, staying on the outside, slamming into the legs, sometimes going up to the head, unorthodox angles, sometimes straight down the middle.
Those low sweeping calf kicks are paying dividends. Moodley needs to get out of there. He's really chopping in with that low calf kick. But he eats a big one himself. Moodley needs to step it up just a little bit, put those hands together.
Parahio showing some redness across that calf. The effectiveness of that particular kick, Brave Nation, is due to the nerves being very, very close to the skin. They're the same nerves that cause the foot, the toes, to pull up towards the knee. Several kicks land there, particularly one from a power kicker like Buddha, and the leg doesn't work.
I like the angles that Moodley's cutting here. Almost skating in, zigzag style, like he's ice skating.
Moodley absolutely showing what he can do in this third and final round.
Oh, that's a good shot right there. And it's smart to take out the leg of the capoeira specialist. But he wobbled him a little bit there.
He wobbled him just a little bit, maybe a little bit more than a little.
Oh, big knee right up the middle. Moodley needs to get out of there.
Moodley wisely tying up. Parahio wisely denying it.
Nice 1-2 from Moodley.
Moodley's head should be cleared within just a couple seconds.
90 seconds to go right now. Big takedown from Alves.
Very smart tactically. Striking wasn't particularly going his way. Take it down to the ground. Try and deliver some punishment from there.
Moodley needs to get back to his feet. He's trying to do all the right things, but it's difficult when you're late into the fight. Alves just transitions through into side control.
Alves keeping his opponent flat in his back.
Trying to hit more south. See, he was trying to work his way counterclockwise there. 30 seconds to go. Has to be do or die right now for Dansheel Moodley.
Come on, guys.
Arm choke is nope. A little bit of a threat, but not a lot of it.
Last 10 seconds. Moodley doing everything he can to try and get to his feet.
Very solid third round for Dansheel. Unfortunately, I don't believe it was the solid fight that he was expecting.
Yeah, I believe Moodley did enough to win the third round, but rounds 1 and 2, for my money, in favor of Alves.
And there is that capoeira. Terrific back and forth fight. I do believe we're going to end up with a 29-28 score in favor of the man who went into the cage, holding on to his son's favorite toy, the Flash, just to remind him what he's fighting for. Brave Nation, he's fighting for his family. And I think he did what he needed to do to win there. Parahio, 29-28 is the likely score we're going to hear. And there's that capoeira. This is the most beautiful martial art in the world, and having done it, I can tell you it's also one of the most physically difficult, if not the most physically difficult. All those cartwheels, all those spins, take a heavy toll on the body. And here he is. Referee is now going to gather the fighters to center. When both fighters are center cage. Carlos is making it all happen. Carlos Kramer, tell us that score.
All right, Brave Nation, another phenomenal bout inside the Brave CF 70 WFC 25 cage. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score the bout 30-27 for unanimous decision victory. Out of the red corner, Edilceu